Hello, 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 everybody. No more whispering. It's during the day. How are we all doing today, ladies and gentlemen? There is a lot to do, but first, I owe a secret shot of Java Juice, we're going to call it, to Bobo. So, cheers to Bobo. It's going to be a long stream, chat. Let's get it. Ugh. Java Juice is a little sour today, chat. Ay, ay, ay. How are we all doing today, ladies and gentlemen? There is a lot to do. A lot to do, a lot of territory battles, a lot of things going on in the game. Oh my, that this trash pack's back too. But yeah, we got a lot going on. I'm not sure if we're gonna be doing Grand Arena this stream, but I figured we're gonna do Swigo today. Wait, are there any new platoons that I need to do? Nope, nope, nope. Nothing I can fill. Nothing I can fill. Ugh. Ugh. But we will see what we can do, chat. How is everybody doing today? We doing all right, chat? We doing all right? Let's go. Let's just do first order. Boom, boom, boom. And then just show me all the dark side we got. Show me all the dark side we got. And go. We're not going to use Dooku anywhere else, right, chat? So might as well. Let's go. If my game will load, chat. If the game will load. That's a huge if. Put this on auto, see who all is what's up, good Ren2G? What's up, Boogie? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Today will be a painful day. It will be a painful day, indeed. Oh my. We're in a glare chat. Hold on, let me move this setup back over to where we were originally. There we go, chat. There we go. All right, chat. Let's get into it. Let's go, chat. Let's go. Yeah, that's much, much better. That's much, much better. You guys can hear me good? Yep, yep, yep. Beautiful. How are we doing? Kylo, oh my, don't say you're struggling against this. Oh my. If you're struggling against this, we're actually cooked. Stun him or not. Just don't. It's fine. Why not? Just take your time. Ultimate. AoE. AoE. Basic. Oh my. Did I ever say how much I hate this? Did I ever say how much I hate this? Because I do. Very nice. Got an ultimate ready for next tier. Alright, let's go into ultimate right now. Get an armor shred on him. Very good. Oh, why not? Be a little fancy. Be a little fancy. There we go. Siphon. I'm not sure if you can siphon bosses like this, but there we go. Hold on, I got a text chat. Hold on. Wow. Sorry, chat. There we go. Off to a good start. 2 for 2. I'll take it, chat. I'll take it. And then, do we want to do the Kashyyyk today? You know what I do want to do, chat? I know what I do want to do is I want to do some testing with Lord Vader and the Dark Side clones. So let's go ahead, making sure it's all Impia. Let's go right here. Boom, boom, boom. Tarkin. And you know what? We'll throw Darth Vader in. Let's go. See what these Macros can do. And keep in mind, we do have the Oppo Territory Battle Datacron equipped. Order 66 right away. That is very nice. We're going to go ahead, do a little dance right here. Let's go ahead. Can we chuck him out? Not quite. Not quite. And then let's go here. Very good. Trigger all those dots. Let's see what you can do, Tarkin. That's what we love to see, chat. That's exactly, and there we go. All that work for nothing, chat. All that work for nothing. Let's get Dismember on him. Let's start working on him. Alrighty, let's go basic. We're all right, chat. We're all right. Let's go big hit on you. We're all good. We're all good. Tarkin, get those debuffs out there. Very nice. AoE. Big hit right here. Ah, no assist. Let's go here. Actually, yeah, let's go there. Let's go. Can I? Oh, or okay. I get it. Vader, you can get your ultimate done whenever, like just anytime. Just let me know. That 9 dots wasn't enough. There we go. Is this the first time we're gonna have everyone survive, chat? 15 dots on them. Very nice. Come on. Let's go. Let's go. Not quite at first tier, Vault. Not quite at first tier. This is the cleanest battle I've had by far with the dark side, with this mission. By far, it's not even close, Jack. Big hit. Let's go here. Wow. Very, very nice. Alrighty. Hey, today's going smoothly, chat. Today's going smoothly. Yeah, we're not taking our geos up. We're holding on that planet, right? Yeah, preload. Alright. Might as well do Jabba over here. Why not? Let's go Hut Cocktail. Hut Cocktail. Boom, boom, boom. And then just get some bounty hunters in here. Boom, and we'll take Fennec. Let's go. Yes. I'm aware. Thank you for making me aware. What's up, Robo Melon? I see TB and I like it. Java plus Bane Trust. Well, it's too late for that. My bad. We'll do it next time. Okay. There we go. Big hit right there. Rocket to the face. Very nice. Yeah, that hurt. That hurt. Basic. Let's get the assisting going. Maybe Java just wasn't built for this tier, something like that. Got some thermals on him. Very nice, very nice. Let's go here. Let's go Bazik. Bazik. All right, let's go actually call you in. Let's go here. Bobo, we need you to lock in, bud. We need you to lock in. Bobo, we're two for two. Let's try to make it 3 for 3. It's all up to you, Java. It's all up to you, bud. Let's go, Java. You're good. You got it. I believe. I want to see the Rancor take this beast on, the Accolade on. Yep, weave. Chat, they can't touch us. They just can't touch us. Come on, Java. I believe, man. I believe. One more turn for ultimate. There we go. Rancor versus the Accolade. Let's see it, chat. Let's put in 1x right here. Where's the Accolade? Wow. All right. Don't even worry about it. Don't even worry about it. We got our ultimate with your name on it. Let's go. We're fine. Let's go, Java. Auto basic. Let's go. He's got a chat. What's up, Agent? What's up, JTJ? How are you all doing? Welcome. Long day today, chat. Long day. We got like a 2.5, 3 hour stream today. I know Beaver's streaming. Maybe see if he wants to hop on a call or something. But how's everybody's day going, chat? Today we're getting the update. Temple Guard coming to the game, chat. In case you missed it yesterday, kit reveal dropped on Temple Guard. Interesting kit. A lot of call-outs to Grand Inquisitor. They should have just made it a Jedi Grand Inquisitor, but you know, hey, what do I know? See ya, Acolyte. Bye-bye. 2 chomps of a Rancor equals Accolade for dinner. Let us see. Minecraft person. Let's go. We're 3 for 3 so far. Do we trust ourselves to try to go 4 for 4? If you want my honest answer, no. I do not trust myself going 4 for 4. But we will try. We will try, chat. Let's see what we have for a Jedi team. Not looking good for Jedi. Online Force users. What we got? Chat? That's what we got for our online Force user team, chat. I mean, not the worst team ever made, but you know what? We're balling. We're balling today. Let's go. Wait, why didn't I just use the gas camera? Why didn't I just use the gas team? Have fun. We're trying, chat. We're trying. Why of all ads I get the Boo raid added and I was asking about? Oh my gosh. I think he'll pretty heinous with Beck and Territory Wars. Yeah, we gotta wait and see what he's gonna do, chat. We gotta wait and see. It's gonna be an interesting few months. In case you missed it, we'll go ahead and pull it up right here. We'll pull it up after this battle. We'll pull up the Temple Guard kit. Yeah, I made a mistake, chat. I should have just thrown gas. Yep. Ray, you got it. Get the scout trooper out. There we go. Of course, you're going to heal up because you don't care about us. Selfish. Yep, we already lost 2. Just give me 1 out of 2, I'll be happy. 1 out of 2, I'll be happy. See ya! And guess what? Hey, guess what? I wouldn't want to be ya. And by the way, it was nice to meet you. Very nice. And I'm so glad we did not do JML. I am so glad we did not do JML. Yeah, you know what? You gotta just trust process, chat. Trust process, right? But you got Naboo right at that is absolutely crazy. Absolutely crazy. Oh, I'm gonna actually add something to my title. Hold on. Give me a second, chat. Inflation, reviews. Gotta edit. Give me a second, chat. Oi, chat. And we lost. We lost. We got Mara Jade out. I mean, that's a step in the right direction. Anything else that I can do for my guild before we go ahead and show off this Jedi Temple Guard kit? Yeah, go ahead, assign them. Who else can I give? Oh, Millennium Falcon. Duh. JMK, yep, go ahead, take him. And then Razor Crest, take it. And then Padme, Han Solo, take them. Very good. Alrighty, chat. Time to dive on in. We're gonna go ahead and put tune. We're trying to 3-star. Yeah. Deploy the garrison, just like a very smart man that did not get killed by his own invention said. Right? So we're going to go over, in case you guys missed it, Jedi Temple Guards kit. It is very interesting to say. Having spent the night sleeping on it, thinking about it, there's a lot going on with this kit. And there's stuff that you guys are not thinking of. For instance, there is a lot of defense down going on between everyone. And who else has defense down, chat? I'm glad. I see targeted stealth as well. Yes, I see that as well. Who else has defense down, chat? Who else? Chat, don't throw stones at me. It was not my idea. I had nothing to do with this, chat. Who else has stones? Defense down and is the Jedi Vanguard? Where is it at? Where is it at? Where is it at? That's offense down. Wait. Does she not have defense down? Did I miss something? Ability block to increase critical hits. Defense up. No, it was offense down, not defense down. My bad, chat. But look at this. All I'm saying is, chat, do not be surprised if these are like the 2 tanks, dare I say, defenders of the temple. We have Jocasta Nu. We have Depa Balave being the healer, the support. and then Mace being the big damage attacker, right? I would not be shocked if this is the 5th unit needed for the team. Gets people to gear them up. They won't want it. Hey, bud, you good? We're surviving. We're surviving. We already did a thing of Jala Juice. Oh yeah, check that Jala Juice. Did not go well. His defense down in the kit. Let's go take a look at Amagende. That chance to inflict defense down. Amagandai is another possibility, but if they're gonna try, and yes, chat, I said try to be more accurate, I would have to say Jedi Knight Guardian. I would have to say Jedi Knight Guardian makes sense, and it is the most logical one. Especially if they could easily make that a hero unit. Easily. Another possibility, chat. Jedi Counselor. Jedi Counselor. He's a healer. Can help out. You gotta get a high ignore armor, XYZ. There's so many ways this could go wrong, chat. I don't even want to start thinking about it. So many ways. Let's go back over to the kit. Same with the Cough. Yeah, a lot of Vanguards have defense down. I know, Robomelon. Yeah. There's a lot of possibilities. A lot of characters that we don't have relic up. Going back to the kit, chat. A lot of defense down callouts. It seems like it seems like this can be a survivability team. That's the vibe I'm getting. Andy as captive, which is crazy. Yep, defense down on the basic as well. Oh my goodness. AoE ability block, which is really nice. And then protection and health recovery. A little bit of a heal there, but he's not really a healer per se. Crit avoidance up and taunts for 2 turns. Yeah, and just like someone else pointed out, targeted stealth. And then turn meter removal, which is interesting. Temple Guard is 10% crit avoidance. It seems like they just want defense, like they want this team to out-survive the other team. That's what they're getting at. And then in Grand Arena, 50% defense, offense, and potency. If all Jedi, all allies are Jedi Vanguards, these values are doubled. So 100% defense, 100% offense, and 100% potency. I'm not seeing where the potency is going to be important. We have to wait and see. I bet something with Mace is going to tie that potency in, or else they would not have thrown that in. And then in Grand Arena, inflict captive on the weakest enemy at the start of the battle. It's a little scary. Imagine Barris in there, GL Mace, Old Face, New Tank, Barris in the last Vanguard tune. That comes. The last Vanguard tune has already been confirmed as Depa Balabe. So we already know all the tunes that are coming out. So it's just a question of, okay, who's going to play what role? And then the big question, chat, is what is the 3v3 team going to be? We can't answer any of these questions yet. We just got to see what Depa brings, and we got to see what Mace Windu brings. And yes, chat, peanuts are my lunch. Peanuts are indeed my lunch. Sorry, chat. Sorry, I had to take care of something personal. But yeah, I'll show you. I'll show you. Who I'm talking about. Let's bring you guys on over here. Kanan, Jairus, next. Kanan, Jarrett. No. Dappa, Star Wars. There we go. Dappa Balava. This person. Here we go. Here we go. This person from the first episode of Bad Batch. And then live action look is right here. Yeah, she was in the movies too. She was in the movies. So I mean, yeah, that is the fifth and final unit that we will be getting for the era. So yeah, no need for speculation on that. Trust me, if there was still speculation, I would have still done it. But yeah, Depa. Stars canon, and she is Caleb Doom, aka Kanan Jarrus's master. What I want to see is if they're going to tie synergy to her and make maybe Kanan a Padawan kit, or are they going to tie some synergy with her to Kanan? Maybe I don't know. We will have to wait and see. Anyways, let's bring it back on over to the game. We got 9 minutes left, chat. Why not? Why not? One last try at beating this event. I'll give it one last try before it goes away. Sorry, chat. All we gotta do is make sure we have our cooldowns ready for Jocasta New. That's all we need to do, chat. Also, is the music good too? Is everyone hearing music? There we go. All right. Then don't screw yourself over. Auto basic. I trust them. I trust them. Vader's not gonna die. What's up? What's up, Boogie? Vader, you better not die. Oh my. I hate this. I hate this event. I hate it. Arnold even couldn't 3-star it, I was told. Like, bro. And we're going to have another event just like this for the Vanguards. Oh my. And then we got a new GC with Gungan. Son of a gun. All right. We can do this. We can do this. All right. Does Lord Vader beat this chat? If Lord Vader loses to the people that he trains, you need to quit your job, Lord Vader. I'm just gonna be honest. You need to quit your job, bud. All right. I'm gonna put this on auto. I'm gonna trust you that you won't play like an absolute bum, and we will check in. All right. Sound good, Lord Vader? Sound good. Perfect. Go ahead. Beaver Ray! Hey, thank you so much, Beaver. I appreciate the love. Appreciate the love. You know what, chat? That's $2 right there. $2. You know what that means, chat. Wow. Thank you so much, Beaver. But you know what that means, chat. It's time for the mystery shot of some good old onion powder. My eyes are watering, chat. Mmm. Golly. How you doing, Yatter? Oh my gosh, that is horrible. That is horrible, chat. Win after taking 8 turns in a... Sky's calling, we don't need you. Empire. God! Chat, disclaimer, do not do this at home. If you are a kid, do not let me be your role model. I'm just going to say that, chat. Just don't let me be your role model. Oh my goodness. All right, there we go. Oh my. This is disgusting. But after this chat, we're going to go into some deep dive speculation. Is that 8 turns? Please say that's 8 turns. Please say that's 8 turns. Vader, you got it. Come on. It's your literally people that you train. You have no excuse to lose this battle. Try not to poison yourself. Challenge SWGOH edition. That goes for most SWGOH YouTubers, probably. Imperial Troopers Phoenix. Oh, I could, probably. Alright, come on. I know you're not about to lose this battle, Lord Vader. I know. It's just a bunch of crybaby Inquisitors that couldn't stay to the light side. Take care of them immediately. Yeah, don't throw your lightsaber. Oh. I had to wait for him. My bad. My bad, Vader. Do your thing. Do your thing. Did that get the feed done? Yes, sir! Very, very nice, chat. Very nice. Very nice. But chat, from those of you that were coming from Beaver Stream, first off, welcome. Appreciate it. I hope you all have a good time. Hope you guys kick back, relax, hang out with us. And we have a lot of speculating to do. We have a mighty task before us, and that is coming up with who will best fit as the 5th slot for the Mace Windu team. Because, chat, here's the situation that we're in. Let's bring you guys on over to the kit reveal from yesterday. Kit reveal yesterday, there is a lot of emphasis on defense down, ability block, potency in Grand Arena. So the Jedi Vanguard team already is a 4 Omicron team in Grand Arena. Because you got Jocasta New with 3, and you got, what's this guy? Sorry, it's not even Jedi Temple Guard. It's just Temple Guard with 1 Omicron. My theory is this. You're going to need all these Omicrons in order for Mace to be viable. And I believe Mace Windu will either be a territory battle or, dare I say, chat, a territory war menace. Are we going back to legendaries in TW? Are we going back to TW meta? Are they going to change how Team Territory Wars is? I don't know. Honestly, I have no idea. But this hot take, chat, this isn't even a hot take. This should have just made this guy a Jedi Grand Inquisitor. That would have been so much cooler. This tells me we're never getting Jedi Grand Inquisitor, which really upsets me. Like, tell me that isn't Grand Inquisitor. Ability block all enemies for 1 turn, and somewhat of a heal for the team. Like, come on. Also, chat, they really just basically said, screw JMK, Galactic Republic Jedi game. 50% defense, offense, and potency. And that's where I'm interested. I wonder if Mace Windu's going to be a... And I talked about this, me and my chat talked about this yesterday. Is Mace Windu going to be, dare I say, a light side version of Traya? Because if you guys go into the lore with Mace Windu, which I highly doubt CG did, his technique of Vapad is all about redirecting the attack of the opponent back onto themselves. So I'm wondering if it's maybe for every buff they have, maybe that the opposing team gets the opposite debuff. So like health up, it would be health down. Defense up, they would get defense down. Or like speed up, speed down. Stuff like that. That's what my current speculation is. What's up, Caracal? How you doing, my good friend? It'd be funny if he had a Conquest Omicron. Conquest Omicron. If Mace Windu had a Conquest Omicron, chat. Oh my goodness. I would lose my brain cells. I would lose my brain cells, chat, if Mace Windu had a Conquest Omicron. But how you doing, Caracal? Been a minute. But here's the speculation part that we need to dive into, chat. Nothing's confirmed except Depa is going to be the last marquee unit for the Order 66. We got all these, chat, and this is why Depa is not also going to have a Grand Arena Omicron. And I guarantee you, Mace Windu will not have a Grand Arena Omicron. Oppo, Territory Battle. CX2, 3v3 Omicron. Scorch, Grand Arena Omicron. Temple Guard, Grand Arena Omicron. That's 3. Half the characters already have Grand Arena Omicrons. What does that mean, chat? I'm going to tell you. That tells me, right at this very moment, Mace is going to be tied to TB or TW. Does this mean, chat, listen, does this mean we are getting a new planet? We already saw the leaks about how they're getting tags for being platoons, right? Here, I'll pull it up on my end. Hold on. Dark. Let's go to all. Let's go here. Yep, let's go here. The filter. Where is it? Where is that? Where's it at? Where is the platoon tag? Apparently, I can't find it. Never mind. But we got a leak. Have a work thing that'll go into the evening, but should have a GAC stream night. Very nice, very nice. But we had a leak where Scorch as well as CX2 are gonna be dark side platoons along with Balin, Skull, Marat, and all the Ahsoka characters. It begs the question, are we getting a expansion to territory battles? It would make sense. Rise of the Empire, it started the Rise of the Empire, right? Are we going to get a new special mission, maybe? A raid character? Like, we haven't gotten a raid character since Reba, so TikTok, CG. But here is my other worry, chat. Confirmed raid teams. Tarkin Darkside clones, already confirmed. Jedi Vanguards, already confirmed. New Bad Batch team, already confirmed. Pirates, already confirmed. That is 20 units. And if you go back, Battle for Naboo. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 16, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. There are 30 units in total that are allowed to be used in the Naboo raid, chat. 30 units in total. We are already at 20. We are already at 20 units, and Pirates pay-to-play team that won't even be out. So when the raid opens up, you got to exclude this team. 3 of the 5 other units, dare I say, pay-to-play marquee teams. And everyone's saying, oh, it's been like that for all the teams. I could come up with 2 Jedi teams, Galactic Republic teams for the Naboo raid. That's 2 right there. Separatist is a 3rd team. And then Sith are basically a 4th team. So I had 4 teams for this raid. If I'm looking at this raid from a new player perspective, I don't know how you guys are going to get a good score. I seriously don't. I'm trying to be optimistic. I just don't see it. What is everyone's thoughts on this raid? Are you guys done with the hype for the raid? Are you guys optimistic? Are you guys holding out hope? How are you guys feeling about this raid? Let's start a poll, actually. How do you feel about this raid? Hype, optimistic, given up hope, and then other. Just a whale. Where are we at? Where are we at? There we go. Let's get this poll going. Let's get it going, chat. Because I am very concerned in the regards of how newer, not even newer, middle game players are going to interact with this raid. Because you're going to be losing out. No one, we had a free Sidious and Maul, and we had some free Jedi that we could use, right, chat? In the Naboo raid. For instance, here, let's go to the Naboo raid. We had some gimmies, right? Separatist Foundational Core Team, easy. R2-D2, and you would at least have 1 Galactic Republic team, right? Okay. Sick. If you have a GL with Sith Eternal or SLKR, if you're middle game, you easily have one of those characters up and running. Yoda, Chanting, That's a basic, that's a free gimme. That's one of the first legendaries you unlock, chat. Flow Coon, crucial for Negotiator. Mace Windu, easily accessible. Qui-Gon, easy to accessible. R2, the easiest legendary to get. Shotzi, pretty simple to get as well. Keller and Beck, a little questionable. Luminara, easy to get. You just had to gear her up, gear them up. So there's a lot of characters, chat, that I'm saying that were already in the game. Foundational characters that people already had geared up. I'm not seeing that with this raid. And someone please point it out to me. If I'm missing something, let me know. Call me out on it. I just am not seeing that with the Naboo. I'm not seeing it with this raid. What's up, Noble? Hoping for the best, preparing for the worst. Yep, that's my state of mind right now. That is my state of mind right now. I just don't know how to feel about this raid. This raid has whale food written all over it. And chat, I'm almost at the point where I'm gonna say, Kylo, you know what? I need my serious face on. Kylo, get out here. Kylo, get out here. Kylo, no, don't be camera shy. We're not having Grogu on the screen yet. No. Grogu's still banned. But dare I say, I hope they don't give us a raid unit or a new relic material through this, because that would just screw over the free-to-play players, chat. And yes, chat, that is coming from me. Chat, that is coming from me. Someone who has the dark side clones up and running in raid. Someone that is going to have the legendary for the raid up and running raid. Someone that is going to have Jocasta new up and running and ready. I am telling you that I hope they don't have anything new and exclusive to this raid. Because if they do, shame on CG. Shame on CG for that, chat. Because that's just disrespectful. That's just rude. Now, how can they fix the raid? I'm going to make a video on this. I'm going to probably do a video with SWGOH. But how can they fix this raid? I have one easy solution, and it starts with the online force user tag. Characters related to the Order 66, Cal Kestis, Sira Junda, Terran Malicos, Commander Ahsoka Tano, Inquisitor faction. I would put them into the raid. Those are still a little, that's a little hard. They're double drop farmable. At least they've done bonus drops for the online force user Seer team. Right? Those are some older characters people have probably geared up if you're in the middle tier of the game, right? Online force user tag being added to the raid would fix everything. And it would make sense. Won't be participating in it heavy regardless. 60% of you have given up hope. The only option not selected is hyped. No one is hyped. And that hurts. That hurts me. Like, even if they want to make Balin Skull unit allowed. Okay. It's just that, like, there's so many... You could even throw in Maul, because he was technically a part of Order 66, right? They have the 332nd skins in. Have a scene where you, like, go to the bridge and your Ahsoka's fighting the 332nd. I don't know, chat. I honestly don't know what to think at this point. Where you are shoving these horrible requirements to Bad Batch team, which probably had an era battle that they couldn't even finish, up and running. And then you have the Jedi Vanguard team, which is going to be pay to play. You have Dark Side clones and Tarkin. What? Tarkin's going to solo the raid? And then you have Pirates, which this is the knife in the back, chat. They're making Pirates an allowed faction that won't even be released when the raid comes out. They literally said that it will not be released. I'm hyped. Didn't farm teams for Naboo. Hoping to get into better deal with new raid teams. Okay. Hello, Extreme. How are you doing? New chat. How are you doing? It's doing great until we started speculating about the raid, Jedi Temple Guard, and now I'm depressed. Basically, I'll give you the rundown so that you can catch up, Extreme. Um, we are saying Mace Windu will not have GAC Omicron. CX2 already had a Mace GAC Omicron. Scorch already had GAC Omicron, and now Jedi Temple Guard already has an Omicron, and Jocasta New already has Grand Ram Omicron. I do not see them making a new team with 7 Omicrons required for it to be complete. I don't see it. So our current speculation as of right now, Mace Windu Territory Battle TW Legendary. That is our current speculation. But back to this chat. I have a question for everyone in the chat. What is a faction? Because mine is online Force users. What is a faction that would help you guys be like, all right, hey, I'm excited about the raid now. Hey, I want to hear about I can use this team for the raid. Or hey, this is a fair team, right? What is your thoughts on that, chat? What are you guys thinking would help? What would save this raid is what I'm asking, from what we know. Because in case you guys forgot, let me bring you guys on over here. We already know what the raid will entail. As you see right here, we already know what we are going to be doing. Players must race against time to attempt to rescue as many Jedi as possible from the onslaught. Wait, chat, I just connected 2 and 2 together. Hold on, chat. So hold on. Let me enlarge my face. Hold on. Hold on. Let's just put this up here. Just hold on. Just give me a second, chat. Just bear with me. Bear with me, chat. Hold on. Let's get a position. Let's get a position. Right. Here we go. Let's just read this together, chat. Because maybe I can't read. Maybe I can't read, chat. Relive the harrowing events of Order 66, where Lord Vader, alongside his elite division known as the Vader's Fist, stormed the Jedi Temple. Players must race against time to attempt to rescue as many Jedi as possible from the onslaught. Rescue. So, CG's definition of rescuing the Jedi. Who are they going to send, chat? No, we're not going to send in Yoda. We're not going to send in Kenobi. No, none of that, right? No, that's not what we're going to do. You know who we're going to send in to rescue the Jedi? The people who are ordered to slaughter them. Oh, yeah, we got Jedi Vanguards. Oh, yeah, and then we're also going to do the Bad Batch. The Bad Batch are going to rescue the Jedi. And you know who else is going to rescue Jedi, chat? You know who else will? Pirates. Pirates are going to be there, and they're going to be like, "Oh, Jedi, come on, get on our ship. We got a lot of credits. We got some food. Come on. I know your building's burning down. The temple. It's been here for thousands of years. Yeah. But come on to our ship." That's what we're doing, CG. Is that really what we're doing? Really? Really? I just put 2 and 2 together, chat. Oh, I need something to smack my head against, chat. I need something to smack my head against. Chat. CG when they're in their office right now. Like, what are they thinking? This is everyone's childhood. This is the excitement that we're supposed to have. We're supposed to be hyped. Relive the harrowing events of Order 66. You want you want to save the raid from what? It can't be saved. The new Pirate Temple Run Loot Fest raid. It actually sounds good for the raid, but when are we going to slay some younglings? It's outrageous. It's unfair. Exactly. Extreme. Exactly. If they're checked, if they do not at least put in the scene where Lord Vader lights his saber in front of younglings, it's a failed raid. I don't care. I don't care if we get. I don't care if we get a raid unit. It's a failed stream. I mean, a failed raid. I'm hyped about the raid. Oh, we have a turn of events in the vote. 46% are hyped. 15% are optimistic. 31% have given up. Just whale content for 8% of you guys. Keep interacting with that raid. I will keep it up for the duration of this stream, chat. That doesn't make sense if you just let us slay some younglings with the Youngling Slayer 2000. I will be okay. Disney's a little crybaby about that stuff. Even though they incorporated, I can't say it because of the YouTube algorithm, but her SA in Andor, they would never do that for the game. All right, so Adam, you are in a unique perspective and stance of being hyped. I'm not judging chat. Be respectful in chat. What are you hyped about, Adam? If I may ask. If I may ask, what are you hyped about? Because I'm seeing Harkin and clones saving Jedi from themselves. Vanguards make sense. Great. Bad Batch, who are on the other side of the freaking galaxy, include. Did Crosshair commit Order 66? Didn't Crosshair commit Order 66 and try to kill Kanan? And then we get pirates just flying on in. Well, they improved from Endor to Naboo, so Temple should be even better. I mean, chat. Let's be honest. Could it get worse than Endor, chat? Could the raid get any worse than Endor, where we were getting motion sickness? I saw someone selling to SWGOH players a screen cover so that all you had to do is press auto. Imagine instead of it being Vader's lifesaver, it's Hondo with the Beskar spear. Oh my! This game never was lore accurate, nothing new. But like you want to pretend it is, right, chat? You want to pretend that sometimes you're real. It's just confusing because their words directly. I'm using Capital Games words, not mine. Capital Games. Again, we'll go over it one more time. Relive the harrowing events of Order 66, where Lord Vader, alongside his elite division known as Vader's Fist, stormed the Jedi Temple. Players must race against time and to attempt to rescue as many Jedi as possible from the onslaught. So we're gonna say, hey, wait, we're getting attacked by, we're getting attacked by the clones. Hey, let's call it Tarkin and some other clones, including some of Vader's fists. Oppo, the guy that was almost shot Bail Organa down. Yeah, let's call them in so that they can help us evacuate. All right. Wait, where's my spatula? Yeah. New Bad Batch, Era Revenge of the Sith characters. Transmission lost because it's pirates. I And my thing is this, chat. I will give you guys a little bit of hope. I will give you guys a little bit of hope in saying I do think Keller and Beck will be an allowed unit. I do think Keller and Beck will be an allowed unit. You don't know how the raid will work. What if there will be a dark side and light side of the events? Adam, Adam, I love your optimistic approach. I love it. Do we really think CG is going to put that much effort into it? Do we really? Do we really, chat? Like, let's be honest. Let's be honest, chat. This is like the Endor raid where you see Iden Versio shooting down scout troopers. Some Disney. Oh, hey, Gremlin's over there. Yeah, let's shoot him down on the bike. I can't. I can't. I just can't, chat. I can't. Oh my gosh. Or no, no. It's like in the boo where you're using the B1s and B2s to take on the droidicas and the staffs. Oh my god. Or like Sidious and Maul just camping through B1s in the Naboo raid. Like, come on. Like, come on. Like, Adam, I like that idea. That would be awesome if they did it, but my faith in CG actually doing that is slim to none. Slim to none. I don't know, chat. I don't know. Again, I am speculating. I don't know anything. Nothing has been confirmed. CG has given us no info on what the raid's going to be about, chat. Basically, outside of that paragraph, and the fact that they called it. Hold on, one more point. One more point. That if they're doing really, if they're so you want to be only 2 units to be available for this raid, go to JMK. They could have done marquee releases for Jedi. Depa's a good one. Jedi Master Mace Windu's a good one. Um, Agent Kolar would have been nice. Jocasta Nu's a great one. We already have so many Galactic Republic Jedi in there. But also, chat. No, Adam, I'm glad you brought that up because that was going to be my next point. Where is the Jocasta Nu kit reveal? Hold on. Where is the Jocasta Nu kit reveal? And I brought this point up many times. If you're new here, then you're going to see where I'm going with this. You're going to see where I'm going with this. Just give me 2 seconds, chat. So, hold on. Let me do this first. Hold on, chat. So, their definition of a vanguard, again, what does the Jedi Vanguard mean as a distinct faction? The Jedi faction is huge. The Jedi faction is huge. We wanted a sub faction of Jedi where we could take some power without making a certain Jedi Master even more powerful than he already is. The Jedi Vanguards are a collection of Jedi we felt or would have been. Keyword, because I wouldn't say, oh, they weren't there at Order 66. Oh, they weren't at the temple. No. Or would have been stalwart defenders of the Jedi Temple on Coruscant. Exhibit A, B, through C. Give me a second. I don't want to play the actual video because I'll get copyright stricken. But here you guys go. Can you guys see it loud and clear? Yeah, you guys see it. We'll play it one more time. So just from the preview on the picture, Bandicam is crazy. Bandicam is crazy. Those are 501st. That's Vader's fix, right? They're at the temple. Order 66. Yada, yada, yada. Aftermath. Sure. Okay. They didn't, again, I see these words. Or would have been stalwart defenders of the Jag Temple on course. Let's go back over here. Okay. Okay. Interesting. Interesting. Okay. So, chat, I have a question. I know this is a pop quiz, chat. One question pop quiz. One question pop quiz. Go ahead. Let's go. Let's move my camera back down a little more. Sorry about that, chat. It's a little messy. I know. Nope. X out. Oh, my apologies, chat. I'll fix my webcam. Nope. Not that. What's going on? Chat. Having some technical difficulties. You know what? We're gonna keep it there. Wait, well, oh, no, it's under game capture. My bad. Give me 2 more seconds, chat. Streamlabs is being done. There we go. Thank you. Anyways, pop quiz, chat. The answer is not JMK. Don't worry. I'm not gonna say Jedi Master Kenobi needs to be in the right. No. Where are they at? Where are they at? There we go. What's missing, chat? Pop quiz. What's missing from this faction? I'm going to fill up my water. Let's see if anyone gets it right. What is missing from the Vanguard faction? Anyone know? Anybody? Anybody got a clue? Anybody understand? What are your guesses, chat? What are your guesses? Imagine Honda with the SM33 and lightsabers. Yaddle's a good option too. Not what I was going with. Jocasta Nude is not unlocked. She will be unlocked before the raid. Hondo lightsaber SM33 wasn't even awoken yet, and two Hondo didn't even have Order 66 happen until Rise of the Empire. Yeah, that was a good one, chat. No, there's something else missing. Chat, no one's gotten it. I'll wait for someone in the chat to answer it right. What pop quiz? What is missing from the Jedi Vanguard faction? Go ahead. I'm in no rush, chat. What are we missing from the Jedi Vanguard faction? It's one character, one tune. Temple Guard, Jedi Master Windu, Depa. Thank you, Extreme. Grogu. Okay, whoever said Grogu, you're okay. Yoda! No, Yoda! How the. Yoda. Oh, Jedi. So hold on, chat. Hold up. Let me come. What was Yoda's role? He's a legendary Jedi Master in Star Wars universe, known for his immense wisdom and mastery of the Force. He served as the Grand Master of the Jedi Order. So, in according to CG's definition, chat, blah, blah, the Vanguards are a collection of Jedi we felt or would have been, I'm going to decide that, or would have been stalwart defenders of the Jedi Temple on Coruscant. So you're telling me that the freaking Grand Master of the whole order would not have been a stalwart defender of the temple? Are you kidding me? But I'm a Godian. Chat, someone make sense for this for me, please. 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 Someone make sense of it. I'll wait. I'll wait, chat. Balance of the game. It's like the next gen Bad Batch not being clone troopers. You know what it's like, chat? It's like Jedi Knight Luke not being a rebel. It's like It's like when they literally named it Padawan with the lightsaber, Sabine Wren, not being a Jedi, right? Even though she's a Padawan, right? Not a Jedi. Oh my goodness. I just didn't know why. You know what? But here, who they put in? Who they put in? They put in Shakti. All right, chat. I want you to name one character that's more important than Yoda on this. I don't know it, chat. I'm gonna be saying, okay, you know what? Even though Jedi Master Kenobi was there fighting the actual 501st at the freaking temple, sue me. Okay, I'll throw him out. Name one person that deserves to be here more than Grandmaster Yoda. Go ahead. Go ahead. Mace Windu, and I want you guys to keep in mind, Mace Windu and Yoda had a special relationship. And we saw that in Clone Wars, and we saw it in Episode 3. So go ahead. I'll wait. The reason why Padawan isn't a Jedi, she didn't pass the trials. Officially, since Yoda isn't, he wouldn't have been a good defender on the JMK. Yeah, JMK should have been one too, but hey, I'm even letting that one slide. I'm letting that one slide. We're having, and what was the definition? What did they call this raid again? What did they call it again? What did they call it again? Hold on, chat. Remind me. What did they call it again? What did they call it? Hold on. The Lord Vader raid. And you don't even get to use Lord Vader. I need whatever CG's hitting in their office. I need that ASAP. I need that stuff ASAP. I don't know what they're on. I don't know what they're smoking. I need whatever they're on. I am not okay, Adam. I'll admit it. I mean, Yoda failed fighting Palpatine and became washed in exile. He did go head to head with Palpatine, the most powerful Sith. I wouldn't say he failed. It was a stalemate. He failed to eliminate the Sith. He failed to eliminate the Sith, yes, but they were balanced in that aspect because Palpatine could not use his fear. So, chat here, little Star Wars lesson 101. In the novels and in the comics and all that XYZ, the reason why Palpatine feared Yoda so much was because when Palpatine tried to intimidate him and use fear, the most powerful aspect and weapon of the Sith, Yoda looked right into his eyes. Not fearing the consequences. Looks right into his eyes. That is a scary. I'm not saying SOB. Right? He is a scary SOB. And the reason why Palpatine didn't go after him, no, it wasn't because of fighting yada yada. He didn't want to go after Yoda because of the fact that he wanted Yoda to be punished. Yoda put himself in exile. He punished himself And Palpatine said he wanted him to live the rest of his life seeing the Empire that he failed to stop. That was the point, chat. So I know people are saying Yoda failed. Palpatine beat him. Palpatine didn't beat him. Yoda just failed his mission in stopping the Emperor from forming the Empire. That is what happened, chat. So there's a little Star Wars lore right there. Little hint, teaser. I know a lot more about Star Wars than it looks like. It's not just the game. I'm a huge Star Wars fan, chat. Huge into the lore, X, Y, Z, all of that. But chat, this brings me back to my question. Why is Yoda not a unit? Why is Yoda not a unit that is allowed for Jedi Vanguards? It makes zero sense. Why? What are we going to get? Hooded Yoda? Are we going to get Yoda, Grandmaster of the Jedi Order GL? Like, this is. I can't rationalize it. Well, tie some clauses to the kit to make it so that, oh, it won't break the game, right? And the other thing is, that is BS. Why is Insidious in the. Sidious is not a unit in the raid. I might have to fight someone, chat. I might actually have to fight someone. If Darth Sidious, the man that orchestrated the whole Order 66, what's up, Beaver? Said the Empire would make more sense than the teams they have as part of the raid. So yeah, we just went over the fact how we're calling in pirates to rescue Jedi. Marking, so because in case you missed it, I know I'm repeating myself, but there's some more people coming in right now, chat. I just want to make sure they know. We already know what we're going to be doing in the ring. Reload the Harrier. Players must race against time. So basically, before enraged happen, and probably Lord Vader shows up and rescue, right? Players must race against time to attempt to rescue as many Jedi as possible from the onslaught. Who did they decide to call in order to save the Jedi? We're sending in Tarkin and the clones that are supposed to kill the Jedi to save them. Vanguards makes sense. A Bad Batch team that was halfway across the galaxy with one of the people actually committing Order 66. And then we're just sending in pirates. Why not? Why not? And then we're on the point now, Beaver, which is people are getting annoyed with, but I need to hammer this point home, which brings me up to my video again. Thank you, chat. Forget JMK. Forget JMK. Screw JMK. Whatever. How the hell is the Grandmaster of the Order that actually fought the clones at the Jedi Temple not in the raid? And then another thing, chat. Another thing. Sorry. One more thing. Hold on, chat. SWGOH. One more thing, chat. Just give me a second. Just give me just 1 second. Oh, Conquest characters will continue to be released at their current cadence, but are not tied to an era. While occasionally a Conquest character will line up with an era's theme, they often will not. This lets us continue to release powerful one-off characters without being limited to our planned themes. Can't reveal. Conquest Lifter for the legendary unit coming in the next era. Okay. And then nope, nope, nope. I want his kit reveal. Give me a second. Lifter for a key upcoming powerful unit, which we have confirmation, by the way, is a legendary journey guide character for the Pirates. Hold on, chat. Wait, you guys can't see my screen. Hold on. So here we go again, chat. We're gonna run it again while you guys can see it. So, all right, where do Conquest characters in Galactic Legends fit into this schedule? Conquest characters will continue to be released at their current cadence, but not tied to an era. While occasionally, a Conquest character will line up with an era's theme, they often will not. This lets us continue to release powerful one-off characters without being limited to our planned themes. Makes sense. Makes sense. Okay. Where's Jacasa news? Oh, okay. Conquest Lifter for the legendary unit coming in the next era. Okay. No, it's the first one. We got 11 started. SF-33. Lifter for a key upcoming powerful unit. And we already have confirmation for the Pirate era. There will be a journey guide character. So, 2 characters tied to that. Wait, I want to pull that post up, actually. Give me a second, chat. Where's that post? In case you guys are doubting, where is the link for that schedule? It's Arabout. Thank you. Someone just sent it to me. Thank you very much. You guys can still see, right? All right. And so this is the current era we're in, right, chat? Right. I'll zoom in. Current era, Mace Windu's right after Deba. No gap week. Following era, Marquee. And lo and behold, a journey guide character, chat. Yet CG said in their words, again, don't get mad at me. This CG's words. While occasionally Conquest characters will line up with an era's theme, they will often not. I'm just saying, chat. I'm just saying, chat. CG doesn't believe that Yoda would have been a good defender of the temple. Yeah, okay. I know I only started SWGOH 2 years ago. I don't even have my first GL, but almost bought. I know this is BS. And why Jocasta wields a rifle CG out of ideas? Well, that's from the comics. Whoa, there goes my speakers. Sorry, chat. Now, how come Ayla is a Jedi Vanguard? She wasn't even defending the temple. Yeah, she's a Vanguard, but Yoda isn't. How's it going? Hello. It's going rough. It's going rough. I'm not gonna lie. I'm almost in the mood to end the stream because CG's just ruining my mood. CG's just crashing my party. Right, chat? I don't even know. I'm more into canon. I mean, read one comic, Son of Dathomir comic. That's a good comic. But chat, am I delusional? Keep in mind, Kylo is watching over you, my security 24/7, and he will track down your IP address as well as your social security number and your 3 wacky numbers if you call me crazy. But chat, as I was asking, am I crazy? Am I crazy, chat? Call me out. Everybody's comment gets read. Thank you, Kylo. What are you guys saying? I'm drinking now. Yes. All right, graphical. How am I crazy? We play SWGOH. We are all crazy. I don't know. GL Lord Vado, Tylo, Sidious, GL Luke. Which GL should I do next? So you have Lord Vader, you have Kylo, and you have Palpatine. JMK is going in the gutter. Ray's always an option, very plug and play. You can use a lot, though. I'm not wrong, though. You're not. And 16 votes in, 38% say that you're hyped. 25% say you're optimistic. 25 have given up hope on the raid. And 12% say it's just whale content. Wow. Of course, no problem. Hello there. I just don't know what to think at this point. Think at this point, chat. Chat, I want you all, because I've talked long enough, I want your voices to be heard and all that. If any of you guys want to get into a voice call, give your concerns, give your hype for the raid, DM me. You guys get in a voice call. If not, go ahead. Join and just type in the chat. What are your thoughts? What are your thoughts, chat? Because I want everyone to be heard. Every voice matters. It's not just my voice. I don't want just my opinion being heard. I want to hear everyone's thoughts and opinions. The requirements, bro, the requirements for Windu is crazy. Yeah, they are. And we are lined up, chat. We are lined up for the requirements. We are set. We're set for Mace Windu. We have all the clones up and running ready. And chat, you know what I love is the hidden thing is, oh, you're getting your dark side clones up to Relic 9. That's great. Hey, bump that Tarkin up to Relic 9 as well. You have to do that if you want to do the highest tier of the raid. Just another scummy thing, Chad. Just another scummy thing. I don't know where to go at this point. I don't know. Yeah, requirements for one are crazy. I agree. Bang. What are your thoughts on the raid? Extreme, extreme. I don't know it. Everyone, tell me whether or not you think you and your guild are going to do this raid, because my guild said we are. My guild said we are, so I don't. I I'm at a loss of words at this current moment, chat. I don't know where to go. I seriously don't know where to go at this point. My guild is split. Taz, Taz. There we go. Still deciding my guild is split. It doesn't make sense why CX2 is a key to getting Windu, even Scorch. Well, Scorch was in Clone Wars. He doesn't make sense to me. Well, hot take, chat. Hot take. I would have rather have gotten a chance for Palpatine than a legendary Mace Windu. Honestly, honestly, I really would have. I just don't. Good man. Catch up. Straight. There we go. We're all good. We're all good. I would have not. We got 20 votes in here. Thank you for everyone participating in the poll. 35% are hype, 30% are optimistic, 20% giving up hope, 15% just whale content. There's already plenty of legendary Palpatines. Maybe that's why. I know you're new here, Extreme, and I'm not going to degrade your thoughts on this, but we got Ray right there. We got wait, how many? Wait, Chewbacca. Hold on, don't even get me started with Chewbacca's and Luke's. A vast number of characters. Han, one, two, three, four, five Han Solos, four Chewbaccas, three Kenobis, four Lukes, four Rays. How many Palpatines are there actually? Emperor Palpatine, Darth Sidious, Sith Eternal. They could easily add one more. That's the point I'm trying to make, Extreme. I'm not degrading your thought. It's a valid point. Have to head out later. See you, Careful. Evening, Astra. Astra, if you would like, you can hop in a call with me. The fact that you can play Pirates and Bad Batch in Order 66 raid tells me that the raid is going to be an absolute fail. Astra, if you want to get in the call, we can talk about the raid, and I want to hear your thoughts and some of your guild's thoughts as well. I'm more than happy to talk to you. Up to you though. Up to you though, because my mind is blown. You know what? 36% are more optimistic than hyped. Wow. Chat. You know what? We're gonna do a little Q&A. We're gonna do a little Q&A. Would you rather have had a legendary Chancellor Palpatine than a new Mace Windu? Let's see. And now I can't see the chat. Now I can't see the chat. You know what? We're going to close out this poll. Yeah, we'll end the poll right there. That is just sad. That's just sad. Fair enough. That's what my latest video was on. Haven't heard much from either of my guilds though on what they think. But Asher, do you want to get in the call on Discord or are you busy? Because I just want to hear everyone's perspective. I do not know how to see the answers. Oh well. Funnily enough, or Chancellor Palpatine could make his way to a conquest unit after SM33. My feeling is they may be going into Force Awakens, and if they go into another Disney Plus era, which is what this is being called right now, the Disney Plus era, I want a refund, chat. At this point, I want a refund. I'm down to call about it, TOB. All right, bet. Just DM me so your name bumped up in my DMs. There's been a lot of people reaching out, which I appreciate everyone reaching out, checking on me. Let me just get a little drink, and we can just call and talk about it. There you go, Astra. Thank you. All righty, chat. Let's go ahead and hop into the call with Astra. Let me pause the music. Pause the music. Pause the music. I said pause. Thank you. All right, I gotta get rid of some of these tabs so that Astra isn't lagging. Thank you very much. And let's go ahead and talk because I want to hear another thought process on this. Let's go ahead. Yellow, yellow, yellow.
Yep. What's good? Good.
How you doing?
Oh, I'm gonna need to mute stream real quick, please.
Yeah,
It's getting
yeah.
a bit too.
Yeah,
I'm doing good, Clay. How are you doing?
I'm well, as you can see in my stream, I'm a little ticked off.
Yeah, aside from the P word.
Yeah, I'm doing all right. I'm surviving. Waiting to hear back from some job applications that I submitted, but
Yeah.
I wanna hear what your current thoughts are. Um, I know you're sort of newer in the content career industry and everything like that, sort of like me. And I just wanted to hear your perspective on how you're viewing it as a content creator, how you're viewing it as a player, X, Y, and Z.
I mean, from what we've seen from CG so far with well, everything going on with these new characters in the raids, it's definitely not gonna be 100% free to play friendly as it stands. But I do think we've got two more teams coming. Particularly, I think we're getting a secondary Jedi Vanguard and a secondary Inquisitor team coming for the raid that they just haven't announced yet until close to the time. And I think those two are going to be your free to play friendly teams. Well, more free to play friendly.
My biggest concern regarding the era and this raid is the fact that with the Pirates, first off, the Pirates are not even going to be out on the release of the raid. So you're not even going to have that as an option to use for a score. Second off, they said they are making two Pirate teams. Maybe only one of them will be usable and accessible for the raid, but I'm just quite concerned about that. And what if we only have one free Jedi Vanguard team? The other team's the Pirates, right? And that's another concern that I have. And then hold on. Chocho said one of the biggest questions also is why don't we have a Jedi Dooku or female Yoda Jedi yet? Or in Pirates that no one asked for. They never done a journey guide for a character after the same character at a GL, which is also very fair. But go ahead, Astro.
I mean, yeah, as I said, I only think we're gonna just because of the reception around the Pirates and the Bad Batch. I feel like we're only going to get one team of each during the raid. I mean, I think yeah, Inquisitors for Empire because as we've seen historically, it's normally 4 to 5 factions, about 30 characters in these two newer raids that we have had. So it makes sense in my mind if CG want to make it that their player base is happy compared to what it's currently like with this raid. One Bad Batch team being the newer ones that they've already said are going to be in it, which, yeah, it's unfortunate, but whatever. One pirate team because no one's going to enjoy the pirates from everything I've seen, from what you've said, from what the chat has said in previous streams. I mean, I honestly think Empire is going to be one of the factions with Tarkin and the clones, and then Inquisitors, and then Jedi Vanguard. You've got your Mace team. I mean, I think you're going to have a secondary one, either ran by OG Mace maybe, or ran by Kelleran. Because there's
That Jedi
definitely
LSB
been
that came out, the Jedi LSB that came out.
yeah, that was one of my reasons. I was like, yeah, I think I don't think Luminara is going to be in it because she's one of the bigger ones, but I feel like Mace makes sense to come back, as does Kit Fisto, both of which were in the Lightspeed bundle because we saw them in Revenge of the Sith. And they didn't exactly make it clear in their original post whether Revenge of the Sith era characters being available was the movie Revenge of the Sith or their era.
Another thing that people have been speculating is the idea of a new TV plan because this era fits right into the beginning of Rise of the Empire. So, do you think that with all these high requirements, maybe we could begin look at a new raid unit that could be possibly used down the line for a new territory battle character? Because we've only gotten Reva at launch. So, what are your thoughts on that?
I mean, we've seen from the previous TBs, I know Rote is different from the last ones, but there's only been one TB character that you can only get in TB per TB. So I don't think they're going to release a new one, but I'm definitely in the camp of I feel like another planet's coming, just because we've seen, well, through .gg that they have added more platoons possible. So I do think that we are getting at least a new planet, and I mean, it's going to be dark side if they do another bonus planet because we've had neutral, we've had light side. I don't think we'd do a second one of those before we get our first dark side bonus planet.
No, and I'm in the same camp as you. I completely agree. No argument. Very, very valid point. But what I was hinting at earlier, I'm not sure if you're in the stream yet, is the easiest way to fix this, and I'm going to pull it up on my stream. I know you have it muted, but you don't need to hear it. Is why don't they just add the unaligned force user faction with Cal Kestis, Sierra Junda, Terran Malikos, Commander Ahsoka Tano, right? And just throw together some of those units and give it. A lot of people have them. They did a lot of double drops, a lot of bonus drops for those characters. Why not add them? But I just don't see it. And then Inquisitors would fit under the online force user faction as well, but I'll let you take it away from there.
Yeah, I mean, UFUs, I feel like they could work, but it's like, will CG go down that route of adding a fifth faction to the raids, which is why I was more so thinking Empire and then have Inquisitors be there as almost like these guys all survived Order 66 team. So I just thought, you know what, Inquisitors, they make sense. Some of them were even present at the temple during Order 66, or present on Coruscant, because we've seen, I mean, it was in Tales of the Empire, I think it was, when we saw Barriss go under Inquisitor training. We know Grand Inquisitor was a temple guard, so he might have turned during Order 66 as far as, I mean, I haven't read the comics, so I don't know if this has been confirmed. But it makes sense, especially as they're willing to bend the law for the requirements given, as seen it with Bad Batch and Pirates. It would make sense if an Empire faction of Jedi Hunters was in the Order 66 raid, in my mind anyway.
Yeah, no, and that's a very valid point. I see what you're doing with the factions, the number of factions tying that in. That makes a lot of sense. I understand that a lot. And that's something that I will admit I overlooked, right? I overlooked that myself, but it
Yeah,
just
I mean,
seems
I
as if
just looked at. Oh,
there's,
gone.
I don't see the passion. I don't see the passion in this raid. This just seems like a money grab from the Bad Batch event, which is probably their era battle not being ready, was probably scrapped. And then they said that we'll get an event or journey guide character. All of a sudden, we're getting both, right? All of a sudden, we're getting both for some reason. So I'm perplexed. I can't take CG for their word. And then the conquest units most often will not be tied to the era. As of right now, we're 2 for 2 on conquest units being tied to the era. So I'm just a little perplexed, if I might say.
Yeah, no, I think that was one thing I considered when I was looking at all of the previous patterns was, yeah, we've had this many characters, we've had this many factions. So far, this is the most amount of new characters we've had. They're gonna have to throw us some sort of freebie basically for a team to use, unless they're going down the route of trying to monetize this raid as much as possible, more than they already have. But I also don't see them doing that because I feel like that would lose them a lot of players, which then means less money overall, let's be honest. Which it makes no sense from a business standpoint to do that to the community.
Yeah, and you're completely right. It makes no sense in that regard, which is why it's baffling me in the aspect of when we ask for remember that poll they set out. It was like, oh, what do you guys want to see? You want to see a scoundrel? You want to see like a mercenary XYZ? All of a sudden they just pull out pirates out of nowhere. And the recurrent theme that has been going around in the SWGOH community on the SWGOH forum, SWGOH forums, the SWGOH Discord events, Discord. I have been seeing the trend of the Disney Plus era because this feels like Disney written all over it, trying to get them to do some Skeleton Crew era stuff and focusing in on that. But I'm just, if you want, a majority of your player base probably grew up with Revenge of Sith. They want this, that, that. My one question to you, and then I'll let you go and ask me a few questions if you have any, is how do they not have Grandmaster Yoda as a Vanguard? If screw balancing the game, I don't. It's a new team, whatever. How do they not have him as a character in the Jedi Vanguards by their definition?
Honestly, it makes no sense in my mind as well. Especially when we saw, I think it was one of the ads that they released for the game, and it was like advertising the new raid coming. They showed Grandmaster Yoda and they showed Jedi Master Kenobi in it, which yeah, thematically makes amazing sense. It could work so well, but I don't see them making it that it's another Galactic Republic as a tag or Jedi as a tag. I feel like they are just going down the Jedi Vanguard and they're not gonna give Kenobi the Jedi Vanguard's tag. So I feel like they're not doing this raid as well as they could have. I mean, we knew that from the start that they weren't doing it as well as they could have because they said it themselves. It's the Lord Vader raid without Lord Vader as a requirement. If they wanted a raid that we wanted to enjoy, they would have, let's be honest, both Lord Vader and Jedi Master Kenobi as requirements. But I feel like it's more so they're not doing that from a game balancing perspective. Because I feel like they did testing of surprisingly, and they came across like, yeah, if these two characters are available in this raid, it's going to be too easy, and they've been out for that long that people are going to have them, and we've got this new Lord Vader team, so even more people are now going to be pushing him than there was before. So even though we saw that trailer, even though it's not really a trailer, I don't think we're seeing a lot of units from it be involved in this raid, which is unfortunate, honestly, because it would have been so cool for like a cutscene of like if you had Yoda and Jedi Master Kenobi, for example, on your team, you get an exclusive cutscene of them walking up to the temple and maybe disguised clone troopers, then jumping them. It could have been such a cool thing they could have done, but they just haven't. And it really is just a missed opportunity from CG in general with this raid.
And I know people are like, oh, you only want two factions, you only want this, that, that, that. No, no. And someone brought up a good idea. Why isn't, if they wanted to be truly creative, why isn't there a light side and dark side version of the raid? One version you're attacking, one version you're trying to defend and before the enrage, right? And that would just be creative. It would be fun. It would be a nice little twist. It would be like more units could be available. XYZ. It opens possibility. It keeps it semi-thematic, right? So I as someone who will have Jocasta Nuet Relic, someone who will have Mace Windu relicked up, all of his Omicrons, everything ready. I'm not excited about this raid. I'm not happy at all. I am not happy
Yeah,
with
no,
how CG is.
and especially with all, I mean, their Raid Omicron's idea coming down. So far, we have all of the new characters aside from, well, pirates eventually, which I don't see them throwing on an Omicron onto a pirate
When
for
they're
the
not even gonna
raid.
be out yet.
So it means, yeah, because it's not out on release, so why would they? So it means either A, Balaba is going to have the Omicron for them,
I
or
can see that.
B, for some reason they're going to give it to Mace, which then that just seems like a missed opportunity given it's limited time, so people won't want to Omicron him.
Mm,
And
hmm
yeah, as you said, they could have made two different sides of a raid of attacking and defending, which then I know someone in your Discord, I can't remember who, said, oh, maybe they're adding Sith Empire as a faction. And if it was a generic temple raid, then I
hmm
could see that, but the fact that they specifically said Order 66, I feel like if they then made two sides of a raid, they would have restricted themselves too much. Um, Especially if they said with your idea of having light side and dark side, and then having some of the underlined force users like Taron, Sia. Well, who would Taron work with in the raid because his normal team's all light side?
Yeah, that is a good point. But like, come on, you can't like imagine Seer, Cal, let's say Ahsoka,
Oh, it would be such a cool idea. Don't get me wrong, having them in.
Seer, Ahsoka
It's just,
Tano, and then like whoever else, just whatever, right? Or they do the
yeah.
thing like here's the thing. Remember with the thing with Naboo, they had two Sith. They gave them synergy with. Guess what? They gave them synergy with the Separatists. Yeah, I fixed it, John. Don't worry. But they gave the Sith synergy with the Separatists, and that was a team right there. Why can't we do something like that, right? Like give them synergy with the Jedi Vanguards, or like the Inquisitors get synergy with the Empire in the raid, right?
We definitely do need more free to play. Well, I say free to play as if Bad Batch isn't all farmable, or at least most of it isn't farmable yet, but more readily accessible options for this raid, and I just don't think they're giving it to us. Which I'm optimistic. Don't get me wrong. I was part of that 34%, but it definitely does seem like this raid is catering more to the whales, which I won't honestly mind if it's similar to the speeder bike raid where you can just auto all the tiers.
Oh, I won't either. I won't either.
Like, if that's their reasoning, like, oh yeah, we've got all of these, it's going to be an easier raid though in general, and you can just auto it, I will take it that it's just whale content, but it's like, oh, whatever, but at least we've got this benefit. But I'm just not seeing, I don't see them doing it because I feel like too many people complained about the speeder bike being an auto fest.
Motion sickness.
Yeah, which of course they probably won't have if you're like storming the temple or whatever they plan to do with this. But it's like,
I'm just picturing wave after wave of 501st Trooper just coming up. It's gonna be so annoying. It's gonna be so repetitive.
yeah, I feel like they're basically just reskinning the Phantom Menace, right? With clones and their required units, which is going to be annoying that they're not being more creative. But at the end of the day, we all play this game. If we want to have some sort of say in it, let's be honest, the best way to do that would be by not spending. But because they're incentivizing, oh yeah, all of these new characters are raid characters, which you're going to need to build quick. Because let's be honest, none of these characters are going to be double drop, aside from maybe the new Bad Batch, by the time the raid goes out.
True. Nope,
So
that's true.
they're incentivizing more spending, which basically it's either you spend or you have to stop all of your farming altogether to get up these raid teams to stay where you are in the game. Like my guild, for example, is going to need 1.8 million in the raid more than likely, because that's what we are at the moment. And at the moment, it's only these newer teams, which, yeah, don't get me wrong, I could throw together 5 teams. But if I remember correctly, isn't the first tier, don't you need 5 stars for them?
Yep,
Which
correct,
means
correct.
that you would need to spend. And unless they give us like Inquisitors, I'm not going to be able to get my raid scoring. So I'm hoping that they give us something easier to get up that's, not as whale food like.
If I was not a content creator and I was just going based solely on the love of the game, I would not spend a dime. I'm gonna tell you that right now.
Oh, yeah,
I would not
absolutely.
spend a dime
Like,
if I wasn't a content creator.
I probably wasn't either. Um, and I mean, let's be honest, I probably wouldn't have spent on this era if it wasn't for the case of I knew that this was going to be basically an era preparing for the raid. So I was just
Yeah,
like, right, you know what?
I
I get
saw
the
it
clones up
coming.
and
I
running.
saw the pattern with the Jar how Jar Jar Binks was because last year was basically like an era thing. It just wasn't official. I knew this was a pattern for preparing for the raid and stuff. I'm like, oh, maybe it'll be something more. Maybe it'll be something more. I was wrong. I was too optimistic. I got blinded by the Revenge of the Sith, and now they're ruining it. And it breaks my heart.
I mean, at points, it's like, I don't want to sound like I'm just being like overly depressing here, but it's like, does CG really care about the player base like
Nope.
this? Especially that all we know is that the pirates are coming in late, which probably means that as soon as Jedi Mace Windu drops, that's when the raid drops, and we still haven't got any information on it. Which that's what, like a month or so away, like a month and a half,
Month and
and
2 days.
and Master Mace is going to be here. It just seems like they're definitely going to be doing like one of the age-old tactics that have worked in the past of not releasing anything information-wise until the very last minute in an attempt to hopefully get people to spend more money, which is sad that it came down to this. But if they announce, oh yeah, no, Inquisitors are going to be a faction, even if it's not like they don't say which ones, I'll be like, okay, no, yeah, that's fine. I can put resources now, save them for the Inquisitors, which, to be fair, I've got my 5th Inquisitor now up to Relic 8, just ready for TB, because I took Marok up as well, so I would only need to take one of them up from Relic 7 to Relic 8, and I'll have a team there that's able to get a decent amount. But the fact that they're not turning around and giving us any information, I think, is what's worrying me the most, aside from, oh yeah, this new unit is going to be required. I
Yeah,
think that's what's worrying me the most.
my biggest concern is the idea of these era battles disappearing and then they only appear at the end of eras. So we're investing in all these units. Yeah, oh great, it's for the raid, big whoop, right? And then their solution to not just giving us more assault battles in the rotation is, oh, yeah, it'll show up every once in a while. On special occasions was their directive, which come on.
Yeah, which, I mean, from if I'm remembering correctly, haven't they also turned around like with the chart and they said, oh yeah, there's basically only going to be 4 of these era battles in rotation at one time. So
Yeah.
it's like, yeah, you want me to invest in the new units, whether it be pay to play or free to play. But it's like, if you don't have that reoccurring reason for me to go get it, why should I? Aside from I need to do this to keep in my guild, which it's unfortunate the game is coming to that. I don't know if it's a good sign or not, but I'm holding out hope it is just a good sign and this is just a phase of CG. Or that this raid is gonna stay around that bit longer than just the 9 month to a year timeline these new
It's gonna
raids
be.
have
It's
had.
only gonna be a year. It's only gonna be a year. Mark my words.
Like, I want to be optimistic and hope that this raid's staying around longer because of all these newer units being required, so it gives us that bit more return on investment. But I don't know if CG are going to be that lenient.
Yeah, this has made me depressed now talking. I know
Yeah,
what
it's
we
like
need. We
the
need
more I
Battlefront
think
3. We
about
need
it,
Battlefront 3 at this point. Just give me Battlefront 3. I'll be happy.
yeah, the more we're like talking and thinking about it, it's like, oh yeah, no, this raid with everything going on, it's just not looking like it's going to be a good position.
Well, and I've talked to other content creators, and I'm not going to name names. A lot of them are people that you know. Some of them are smaller ones as well. They're like, yeah, I don't even know if I'm going to cover the raid, right? Like, because
So I might cover the raid at the start, but
no,
that's
they
going to
said
be it
not at
because
all.
everyone's going to like, yeah, I'm like looking at it, I'm like, yeah, okay, so I might cover the raids, like, oh yeah, these are going to be the best teams, but it might only be like one video. I won't be showing
Mm.
off all the teams. It will just be like, oh yeah, this is what you should use, and then I'm never touching the raid again.
Yeah, and it's just quite sad because like a lot of these content creators already have the dark clones up and running. They're like, it's like it's just so divided at this point. And it was like, oh, we have so much fun. I had so much fun stuff planned for them. Then they're like, yeah, but it's like it feels as if CG's just trying to beat us into submission, saying, hey, we're gonna do whatever you want. Oh yeah, you guys got your Assault Battles for Padawan, Obi-Wan, and Master Qui-Gon, and for the Patrol back. Yeah, but hey, we run this game. We're gonna do what we want to do. That's what it feels
Think
like. It feels like we're just getting spanked like we're a bad kid and we're getting punished for speaking our word about last year.
I definitely think the first warning signs were with the Lightspeed bundles being released originally, because their whole thing was, oh yeah, these Lightspeed bundles, they're going to be a catch-up mechanic.
Mm-hmm.
So then you guys can farm the new content. Really, if I knew better, that would probably have been when I dropped the game, because I would have realized, wait, they're now pushing you to get the new stuff, meaning that they want your money more than ever, which it's
Mm-hmm.
EA alone, so you know it's going to be bad. And I think now with it's almost as if the Lightspeed bundles were the warning of, hey, you guys need to do this. Um,
It's always about the new
and
stuff, yeah.
now it's just like even even before, yeah, don't get me wrong, it was all about the new stuff, but it's
Yeah.
even more
I
prevalent
agree,
now,
Gabriel.
especially with the way the new marquees have been structured. It's
And
just
what baffles me is their lack of wanting to engage with the community. That is what concerns me most. Raid Shadow Legends devs are always talking left and right. They're always engaging, doing fun stuff, right? And like the content creators, no matter what size you are, have a direct line to the dev, right? They have a direct line. They communicate issues, give feedback, X, Y, Z. It feels as if there has just been lacking. All right, we'll forget everyone under 10,000 subs. Why is there not like just direct communication with us as a community, right? Because we
like,
want
when
to love
even
this
was the
game.
last time? When was even the last time we had proper communication aside from, oh yeah, these are the update patches? Or like, oh yeah, this thing
Well,
isn't
they're
working
done
as
with road
intended.
aheads.
Or
They're done with road aheads and stuff like that, right?
yeah, it's like I'm just scrolling through now, and it's like, oh yeah, bugs, new stuff releasing, updates,
And what is going
kit
on with
reveals.
fleets? We have had nothing with fleets, and we're halfway through the year.
Look, I'm not complaining if they want to leave fleets alone for a bit. Let me catch up all the way. So then I've got everything up and running and then release a new fleet for all I care. But it's like I think the last thing that we received in terms of they were talking to us properly was May the 4th, was it not?
I think
If not
so.
even
I
before
think
then,
so. I know it was kind no, the last proper one was when they announced the Revenge of the Sith era.
which I believe was around May the 4th again.
No,
So,
no, that was in April. It was in no, it
was
was
it?
in
Oh,
March,
yeah.
right? Because May the
Oh,
4th, because the Revenge of the Sith it was April, May, June.
oh, yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah, so that was March. March.
Meanwhile, like, for example, one of the games I play with one of my mates who helps with my channel,
Hmm.
yeah, we get content regularly. I think it is actually roughly the same amount as Galaxy of Heroes.
No,
Roughly
it's
once every
expensive,
two
I
weeks,
bet.
we get a new skin. Um, and it's like, here's the thing though. Yeah, the newest skin, absolutely broken. The devs realized that, and they were like, "Yeah, no, this is what we're planning on doing." And we had that communication compared to say, well, compared to CG now, and it's like we're not getting anything. Um,
If you're
even
not buddy buddy and you don't kiss CG in the, in case there are kids watching, behind or tail, then you're not going to be talking to them. It's
yeah,
that simple.
because isn't there like other games, like you said with Raid Shadow Legends? I think there's other games that are like it, but they have like a creator fund or something. Like even if CG approached, say you, for example, and they turn around and they're like, "Hey, this is what we're planning on releasing. We want you to tease it somehow
Yeah,
for your
I
viewers."
stream every single day. Like, holy. And I know some of my streams are short, XYZ. I was going through a little depression thing, big whoop. But I stream their game every single day. Every single day. And to my knowledge, I am the only person in the content creator community for Star Wars Galaxy Heroes that streams every single day. How hard would it be? Oh, hey, like, hey, we're thinking of doing this for this era. Why don't you like? Can you get something and dress like this for a week? Right? Just simple like that. Drop
Yeah,
like you said, like little drain drops, tidbits, or they go to Yoder or Rabbit Beaver. Hey, we're thinking of doing this. You should start. You should put this team on defense in Grand Arena, or you should relic up this character, right?
yeah,
Like not even just me, or like, you know what? I'll even go. Nooch too good. Why don't they go to him? Hey, we know you really like focusing. How about you focus on this faction's mod this week? They're going to be getting a little boost in this next era, right? Like something like
yeah.
that.
Or even like, for example, they could go to the smaller creators like myself, or I think Aligal has started now as well.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Um, and they could be like, "Oh yeah, this is what's coming. Make a video on it." Because not only is that free advertisement for them, but that could then help those smaller creators get more of a viewing because they're like, "Oh yeah, these creators, well, viewers could be like, oh, this is something new that, say, Arnold hasn't been able to cover. Let me check this guy out." And
I
then, of
will
course,
say
like,
that will
if
never
Arnold
happen
then turns,
because
oh, yeah,
I'm
don't get me,
not
it
to.
will probably never happen.
No, I'm going to shoot you down because I have direct word from a dev. I'm not going to say who, but I have direct word from a dev because me and someone else tried to pitch something. They said, and I quote, we just don't want to paint a bad picture on the devs. And we need to
Yeah,
protect them. And
jeez.
we don't want anything like bad happening to them if they were to like interview or talk to you about something or like have a discussion, right?
Yeah,
Like, because like, and I'm like, I understand it from a certain point of view, but it's like, come on, if I give you a layup, oh, how fun was it creating this character? What's your favorite part of the kit that you made? Like, that's just simple, easy, basic engagement. Like, for
even if
instance,
it's like they
in
give you a
Fortnite,
script to help
Fortnite, a
protect you.
game 10 times bigger than SWGOH. Dare I say 100 times bigger. They're content creators, whether you're ninja or whether you're like, all right, maybe not if you're just starting to play Fortnite, but like if you're an intermediate, like consistent streamer, guess what? You can hit up a dev and you can have a direct communication line with them. That's why I don't get,
Yeah, and
right?
it's not as if like EA is a small company either, because I mean,
It's
you've had
not.
the Battlefronts, I mean, you've had basically every Star Wars game in existence at this point, and they're
Mm-hmm.
just not doing anything about it.
You want to know what they're doing? They're putting it on auto. It's like what they were doing in 2021. Oh, hey, here's the era. Okay, we don't have to do anything else except when something's coming for the next 3 months.
Yeah, which it is unfortunate that I mean, we don't even get the 3 Clone Wars Chewie shards anymore. I think that really shows how far the game has fallen from when I started
The
playing.
original
So it'd be like, oh
creators
yeah,
left. Yeah.
because it was like, oh yeah, no, this bug is happening. We'll just give a small amount of compensation.
Yeah,
I
like
don't honestly remember the last time we had any compensation for anything.
I feel as if I don't care, and it's sad. I'm gonna not forget us smaller content creators. It's sad that Arnold feels as if he is screaming into a void when he's complaining about something.
I mean, it's
When
as
you have the
Arnold always
biggest
says.
guy giving you free marketing.
Yeah, it's like it seems more so that Arnold, for example, because I know he's said this on streams in the past, that he's the tester, not their
Hmm.
actual dev team.
Well, I
Which,
will admit, one of the times I forgot what it was. It was one of the units back in like when I first started streaming with GL Soka. I reported it, and and then I somehow got in touch with the dev. And they Meathead. He was like, "All right, thanks." And I sent him the clip. I sent him bug report. He addressed it immediately because I got in touch with him. All of a sudden, it's we're gonna have to investigate this whole thing. I'm like, no, 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 just fix the thing I told you about. Like, oh my gosh.
yeah,
But
definitely the
yeah.
CG we all know and love. Uh,
Any final thoughts? Because I'm about to wrap up stream. Because my no, this talking about this just making me depressed. Oh gosh.
honestly, honestly, as far as I'm aware, CG, they're going down the you either wail or you fall behind even more than you used to route. I don't know if it's a good or bad thing for the game, but I feel like their numbers are gonna go
Reflect. Well,
for
no, it's going to
something
be
at least.
boosted really high this quarter,
But yeah, they'll see
but
it
next
as a good
quarter
thing.
we'll see how it is with the Pirates.
Yeah, the Pirates is where everything's gonna go downhill for them, I feel.
Unless they tie it to a
Even more so.
GL.
Even then, I don't feel like they do that because of how the community first turned around and like reacted to pirates.
Astra, I'm going to say one thing. Grand Inquisitor failure. What did they do? Oh, you're not going to farm the Inquisitors and get Grand Inquisitor? All right, we're going to have this broken character in territory battles, which, by the way, in order to get the shards, you need the Inquisitors top 7. And then this character's going to counter GLs, right? I see them doing that.
Yeah, I can see them doing something similar to that again, but at the same time, I feel like the community will push back if they do something like that again. Because I mean, even with Jar Jar, they kind of did something similar, but it was someone we wanted.
Hmm.
That people were able to excuse, but I feel like unless they release like a GL version of Hondo from the Clone Wars when we
Then
saw
I'd be
him,
hyped.
or even like comics, that would be the only way I can picture the pirates being the well the not the least picked up GL at release.
So my theory is this. Pirates are going to be like, so if we're following the same cadence, follow me here, and this is where we'll wrap up. If they are following the same cadence, Jar Jar Banks is basically Mace Windu for the raid, right? the pirate legendary is basically going to be the Balon Skull. It's a new faction, new team, XYZ. The last era is going to determine what GL we get.
Yeah. I mean that it seems that if CG do follow patterns like I theorized in my video about trying to figure out what the hell the raid requirements are gonna be, or like I know other creators have done similar things in the past. I feel like you are bang on with that. Like there's nothing else to it. They introduce us to it, errors as a concept with the Ahsoka requirements, and
Well,
by pirates we would have had a year of errors, and that's when they're going to announce this new GL, whatever it is.
yeah, in October. No,
Yeah,
July, August, September. Yeah, no, in September, late September, they're going to announce it because then it'll start in October, go through November, and then end in December. Yeah.
yeah. Which I don't know if it's going to be a good or bad thing.
But here's my
And
last question for you. Um,
yeah,
how are you feeling about them creating all these new factions to tie synergies up and limit theory crafting?
I don't like it whatsoever. It's like when Apo first released on my like smaller account, I was like, oh yeah, I've got the 501st relict, and I've
Hmm.
got Apo now, gear 11 with the Zeta. Let me throw them together as a team just because it looks cool. And it
Yeah.
would be like, it would be so cool if there was like Apo was able to interact with Rex, Fives, Echo, all these other clones that were in the
Hmm.
same battalion as him. But CG just simply haven't let us because they're like, nope, he must be with Empire. He
No,
must work
yeah,
with other clones
yeah.
that
And
are Empire.
my big thing is like again, like with I was just I just had a thought. I just had a thought. My big thing with these factions is the fact that they're sort of limiting the potential, and that way it's like we can't discover stuff that'll break the game, right? Like
Yeah, that's what it
it'll
is
be
at the
like,
end of the
oh,
day.
it's a controlled meta that CG decides, right?
Yeah,
They
which,
this because they're like, oh, they can do this nice only with this team, only with that team. And the saddest thing, oh, now I remember. The saddest thing is that I saw when I was looking at SWGOH events last night. I didn't text. I just scrolled through. People are more worried about whether or not we're going to get a bespoke datacon for Depa Balabe than talking about the new Temple Guard kit.
yeah, I mean, I'll admit, I've only briefly looked over the Temple Guard kit, but from what I
He
gather,
should
it's
have been a light side Grand Inquisitor.
yeah, Lightside Grand Inquisitor, which I really like it as a concept because of him previously being one of the Temple Guards, and I like it as a concept, especially with like his AoE also doing ability block and him
Well, they should
attacking
have just
three
made it
times, I think
Jedi
it
Grand
is.
Inquisitor. They
Yeah, they should have. Although, then again, what would they have called it to make it not sound confusing? Because let's be honest, you think of Inquisitors, you think of Empire. Um, unless because I don't think we have an official name for the Grand Inquisitor, do we?
That's fair, Gabriel. There is one in canon. I just forgot it, but I gotta get going anyways.
Yeah.
I appreciate you coming on stream talking. Everyone, be sure, Astra, if you want to send me a link to your channel, I will, or if you want to drop it in my channel, you have my permission. Go ahead, everyone, check out Astra. Make sure you subscribe. Hang out. As you see, very knowledgeable of the game, chill person. And yeah, but we're gonna wrap it up there, guys. But thank you again, Astra, for joining me.
Yeah, no worries. I mean, as you said, you like were on, and I joined a bit later than I was hoping in the end. But I just like sat down after dinner, and I was like, "Oh, he's on. Let me just join stream." And then you like saw me, and we were like, "Yeah, do you want to hop on and talk?" And I was like, "Why not? I've got no other plans."
Everyone's always welcome on my channel. I mean it.
Oh, apparently you're muted again
Oh,
to
of
them.
course I am. Of course I am. Of course I am. All right, my bad, chat. My bad, chat. But hey, everyone, check out Astro. I'm gonna put a link to his channel in the Discord, or if he can, you have my permission. Um, and everyone, just go check out his channel. Watch some of the videos. Very interesting, smart guy. He's not as chaotic as me, but you'll actually learn something if you watch him. But I will catch you later, Astro.
Yeah, no, I'll catch you around.
Yeah.
Clay.
Yes, sounds
I
good.
mean,
All right, chat. We're gonna wrap it up there, chat. No, a lot of back and forth, a lot of attitude and sass, but yeah, no, it's because I just didn't want it to echo. But it's fine, chat. We're all good. We're all good. Chat. I think that's where we're gonna wrap it up. Nice first day of the marathon. 2.5 hours knocked out. Tomorrow, I have not decided. We're either going to do Fortnite or we're going to do Battlefront 2. I have not. You all showed some love. As I said, you guys just showing up and watching and supporting means more than you guys know. So I appreciate it.